No JPC, no compromise, no consideration of any request, says the opposition, apart from the Prime Minister's resignation. In the given situation, it appears that this is going to be a locked Parliament session, or at least 1 week of a locked session. On the News Hour debate tonight on how locked this issue can be without forward movement and for how long. Atul Kumar Anjan of the Communist Party of India, Naresh Gujral, Member of Parliament of the Shiromani Akali Dal, Jay Panda is joining us tonight, Member of Parliament of the BJD, Ajay Kumar, former IPS officer, Member of Parliament. Debating for the Congress Party tonight is Manish Tiwari. My first question is to Chandan Mitra of the BJP. Sir, how long can this continue? Is this a fixed match that's going on between the BJP and the Congress? Have both parties now decided, Dr. Chandan Mitra, that we will keep having these disruptions? And something which happened in the House today, by the way, I want to start by asking you about that. That the Parliamentary Affairs Minister goes up to the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha and seems to be instructing the Deputy Chairman on the Rajya Sabha on how to adjourn the House for the entire day. We haven't heard much on that either, so we have strong suspicions on what's going on. Dr. Chandan Mitra, how long will this continue like this?
Well, you've asked me two questions.
Yes.
The first with regard to the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Rajiv Shukla, apparently directing the Deputy Chairman to adjourn the House for the whole day and not till 2 o'clock, which is the normal custom. Well, you see, we could not hear anything in the din, but I believe it has been caught on tape, it is on camera, and the sound is audible. If this is indeed so, it is a very regrettable thing that has happened, and I am very sorry particularly for Professor P.J. Kurian, who was elected, unanimously elected, the Deputy Chairman of the Rajya Sabha. He holds a very important position in the pecking order, and the Chairman or anybody who is in the chair in the House has to take decisions independently and not at the bidding of Party X or Party Y, and particularly the ruling party. So I think it's very unfortunate if these kind of instructions were given, and this is something for which I think the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs must be held accountable and responsible. And the Deputy Chairman, I know it is his first day, but he has been in the chair on many occasions. We expect him to uphold the majesty and dignity of the House. But this, if it has happened, is something which has definitely compromised the dignity of the House.
Dr. Chandan Mitra, as I say, camera does not lie. And I think I would request, since this issue has been raised...
Camera can be manipulated too, but anyway, in this particular case, I think the sound, once we hear the exact recording, because there was too much of a din going on.
Well, it's Lok Sabha television.
Yeah, I personally at least could not
It's
hear.
Lok Sabha television, Rajya Sabha television, so nobody can even say that it's going through some false editing. Manish Tiwari, you say tonight, Manish Tiwari, you say tonight, you as in your party says tonight, the BJP does not want to face the House because they will be embarrassed if there is a debate on the coal scam. But it appears it is your party, your minister, your government who is telling the chair to adjourn the House for the entire day. Tell me, Manish Tiwari, who's running away from the House?
Well, I think, Arnab, you are basically confusing the wood for the shaft. I do not know as to what happened in the Rajya Sabha because I am not a member of that House. And if at all, there is something which has transpired, I think the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha and the honorable members of the Rajya Sabha are more than competent to take cognizance of it. But going back to the larger question,
is what happened not relevant
as to who's running away from the debate? Allow me to complete. You've given Mr. Chandan Mitra enough time, so allow me to also have the space and time to answer your question as succinctly as possible. Insofar as the larger question is concerned about, running away from the debate, I think the government has been more than magnanimous, giving all conventions and traditions a complete go-by. We've offered that let there be a debate. Obviously, there cannot be a debate on the CAG report because that gets automatically referred to the Public Accounts Committee. But dehorse the CAG report, let there be a debate on the allocation of coal blocks, and let the wheat be separated from the chaff. Let truth be dissected from the myths which are being spread, and let people, make a judgment based upon the averments which each party has to make as to who's correct and who is wrong. So therefore, why is the opposition running away from a debate? Eventually, by locking Parliament down or by disrupting Parliament, there is nothing which will get achieved.
Manish,
if you think that if the opposition thinks that there is merit in what they have to say, and if they are prepared to come and discuss it on Times Now, and they are prepared to discuss the merits of the CAG report on each and every television channel, both in Hindi and English, I cannot understand as to why the same opposition is chary about discussing the coal allocation on the floor of the House.
One second.
If we had something
you want
to hide,
a debate?
We would have taken convention. But we have nothing to hide. We are saying, all right, come. If you have an averment to make the averment.
Manish,
and if we have something to rebut, we would rebut it and then let people take a call.
Then why is there an attempt to adjourn the House for the entire day? And who was moving that? What did the Parliamentary Affairs Minister say to the chair? He said there is going to be some hangama. And I can play that out. The minister says to the chair, there is going to be some hangama. He's some Nostradamus. He knows exactly what's going to happen. And then he says, adjourn the House for the entire day. Manish Tiwari, hear my question. Hear my question. My question is to you. If you want a debate, then your wanting a debate is not in consonance with your action of telling the chair to adjourn the House for the entire day. This is yin and yang, black and white. You're saying one thing but doing another.
Again, Mr. Goswami, before you accuse me of going off, of climbing up on the high horse of rhetoric, for the lack of a better expression, may I say that you are barking up a wrong tree. If at all, the opposition wants a discussion, we are ready to start at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning in both houses of Parliament.
Okay.
And let there be a threadbare discussion on each and every aspect of the allocation of coal blocks. Let the opposition make whatever they have to say, let them make their averments, and we will rebut that and let people be the judge. And incidentally, just on a technical note, there is a Business Advisory Committee which is held in the morning where it is fairly clear as to whether the opposition is in a mood to allow the House to run or not. So it does not really require an Nostradamus or any other astrologer to predict as to what
that makes me even more worried. That makes me worried that both sides have got together and decided that House will not function. It is a prescripted drama, therefore.
Well, I don't think the government has got together, but the opposition's intentions become very clear, by the manner in which they approach different items of business which are there on the list for that particular day.
I'm coming back to you, Chandan Mitra, but I want to ask you, Jay Panda and Naresh Gujral, Atul Anjan, let's get everyone into the debate first.
I have to reply to Manish. I mean, this is all going to get lost. You asked me two questions, Arnab. I barely managed to answer one, and you have given Mr. Manish Tiwari the floor for so long.
I am not giving Manish Tiwari the floor. I am giving your allies the floor.
That Manish has levelled.
I am giving your allies the floor.
Accusations against the opposition.
I
think that I must give the response immediately and definitely go to my other senior colleagues in Parliament. In very briefly, I would like to say that the time for discussion and debate is gone on this issue.
Is over.
This government has been caught with its hands in the till in issue after issue, whether it's telecom, CWG and coal. And coal is directly about the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister
Mr. Chandan Mitra, if we have been caught with our hand in the till, then why are you running away from Parliament? Stand on the floor of the House and make that accusation. If you have the courage of conviction or the conviction of courage, why are you running away from the debate? Make that allegation on the floor of the House and be prepared to hear the answer. And we will tell you as to who had his hand in the till.
After the CAG's indictment,
we will tell you who had his hand in the till. Why are you running away if you are so sure of yourself? Why are you interested in disrupting the House? come to the floor of the House
Prime
tomorrow
Minister,
at 11 o'clock in the morning. Let us have a
Prime
debate
Minister,
and let
no,
the
no,
nation
don't-
watch and
don't
decide
sound so
as to
reasonable.
who's right and who's
Don't
wrong.
sound
Why
so
are you
reasonable
running
and
away?
not
You are ready to
honestly
discuss on
making
time
money.
now. You're
You
ready
are
to discuss
trying
on
to-
everything.
Okay, gentlemen, now they got a ceasefire. You must let me come in, gentlemen. Okay, now both of you have had a go at each other, but I must now step in. I must step in now. I must step in now. I may not have the wisdom. I may not be whispered to like PJ Kurian, but as the speaker of this debate, I request you, before forcing me to stand up, to allow me to go to some of the other participants. Atul Kumar Anjan is next coming in. He has problems with your line of argument, Manish Tiwari. Atul Kumar Anjan, what's your point to the Congress party tonight? Why are you not in favor of a proper debate? If money has been squandered, we have a right to know who squandered the money. If there's no debate, then we will never get to know.
Yes, sir. Mr. Arnab, I think now whole world and every Indian is watching what is happening in the parliament. We have also to see that the dignity of the parliament is to be maintained. I just want to speak and I just want to suggest Mr. Manish Tiwari, and I would like to say to Sonia ji and I want to say to Manmohan Singh ji, it is something different which I am saying it, because they have all the time problems with the CAG. They are questioning the decisions of the CAG. They are questioning a competent constitutional body. Day in and out, they are giving all sorts of, hit back to the CAG. I request, before going to the discussion, all right, the CAG report will go to the PSC and all that. If you have a problem and if you think that the CAG is not functioning properly, I appeal to the Sonia Gandhi and Manmohan Singh ji. I appeal to the UPA people, bring an impeachment motion against the CAG and see what the people say and what is the mood of this country. You are making mockery of this parliamentary system. You are creating chaos by attacking the constitutional positions.
Now,
I want to say you are involved in all sorts of.
But does that mean you don't have a debate in parliament?
Does that mean you don't have a debate in parliament?
Does that mean you don't have a debate in parliament, Jay Panda? Can you, on that basis, avoid a debate in parliament?
Before debate, let them bring an impeachment motion against the
have a
CAG.
debate in parliament.
Let the Congress party bring an impeachment.
One second. Somebody wants the Prime Minister to resign. You want a daredevil impeachment motion against the CAG. My question to you is, I want a debate. The people of this country want to hear a fully televised debate on the country's biggest scam. Jay Panda, why are you against that?
I'm not. My personal opinion is that the opposition must seek to engage government in parliament. This idea that time for debate is over and that we must walk away from parliament is not correct. Any demand for resignation of Prime Minister, I think we in the opposition should make in parliament. But you must remember that you can't clap with one hand. Unfortunately, we have inherited pre-independence rules from the British where the government has a veto power. And quite apart from what has been alleged about the Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs interfering in the functioning of the House, I haven't seen the video, but if that's true, that's very unfortunate. But the point I wish to make, Arnab, and I've made this point on your show before, is that we can't have a lame debate. We must have a debate with a vote at the end of it so that we can really put the government on the mat. And that is something that this government never agrees to. I would like to ask my friend Manish Tiwari that his offer of having a debate should be one under a rule which allows a vote at the end of the debate. If they're agreeable, I think we should all be agreeable to do that.
Manish Tiwari, will the government run away from this as well?
Well, the government has never run away from anything at all, and I think there are two essential points which have to be made. First, to Mr.
No, you have run away from the vote in the past.
Categorically say, no, I'm coming to it. I'm coming to it. You've given me a chance to rebut. I will rebut it in the order in which I think it needs to be rebutted. I am not going to go by your sequencing on it, Arnab.
No, you
so
said
therefore,
the
to my
government has
friend
never run
Mr.
away, so
Atul Kumar Anjan, I would like to say that I think you need to make a distinction between the CAG and his reports. What we are disputing, what we are impugning are the reports of the CAG. After all, whatever the CAG may write, that is his opinion. Just because a constitutional functionary has written it, it does not become gospel. Even Supreme Court judgments are subject to review. Supreme Court judgments are subject to curative review. The judgments of every court are regularly impugned in a higher court. So therefore, if we dispute the conclusions of the CAG, it does not mean that we are disrespecting an institution. So I guess there is a distinction and a fine distinction which you need to understand. And to my friend Mr. Jay Panda, I would like to say that if at all the opposition
will you take the rebut from Atul Anjan? You take the rebut from Atul Anjan before you move on. Before you
is the
move to
right
Jay.
forum to make that averment. Come tomorrow in the morning to the Business Advisory Committee where the leaders of the House meet. Make the averment before the in the Business Advisory Committee, and I'm sure everybody in their collective wisdom, if the rules allow a discussion, because first of all, I think there is a fundamental issue that something which has to be scrutinized by the PSC, whether at all a discussion is possible on it or not, is the first question. And even if you give all those conventions a go by, even if you give all those traditions a go by, whereby essentially what you're saying is that every report of the CAG which is laid before Parliament or any assembly before it goes to the Public Accounts Committee must be discussed in the House.
Manish Tiwari.
If that is the convention you want to set, then let us
Manish
evolve
Tiwari.
as to whether that
Manish
discussion
Tiwari,
is to be
while I
held
wait for
under a
rebuts.
voting rule or a non-voting
Manish
rule.
Tiwari.